This is one of those stock photos of a house where somebody got evicted. And I really, truly believe 2021 is going to be one of these devastating years when it comes down to homelessness and hunger in America. So this is sojo.net. U.S. undercount people in poverty by 106 million, advocates say. Suppose the total annual income of a family composed of a mother, father, great aunt, and 2 children living outside of the major metropolitan area came to $32,000 in 2019. Although their income might be significantly lower than the average among similar size households in the region, the U.S. wouldn't have included them in the official count of the American families living in poverty. Families of their size and composition only would have been considered impoverished in 2019 if their earnings fell below $31,275. Now, can you imagine? There's a lot of people that have income that falls below that now. Millions of people. Since this hypothetical family earned $725 more, they would not have been considered poor. Scenarios like this, found among real American families, are behind new advocacy to change how the U.S. government defines poverty. In the weeks following Election Day, economists, analysts, and faith-based social media action groups have joined efforts in the call for President-elect Joe Biden to use the power of the Oval Office. Well, we'll see what he does. I'm just telling y'all, I just don't see Joe Biden doing that great. As long as COVID is out of control in America, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if his presidency is going to be any better than Donald Trump's. It will take a big public push, and I think real improvements can be made by the next administration via...
On May 10th, a drunk driver killed Miguel Artiga as he waited to cross the street. He also killed the day he would meet Maria, the woman he'd marry. Their 2 girls. And
executive action. New president, new policy. Reminding the transition team of commitments President Joe Biden made to address economic instability. Well, with $600 given to each American that, filed taxes, I just don't know where that's going to go. Okay, the Poor People's Campaign has included changes in the way the U.S. defines poverty in a set of 14 policy proposals it wants the Biden-Harris administration to pursue during the first 100 days in office. These priorities are constitutionally consistent, morally defensible, and economically sane. Reverend Dr. William J. Barber II, co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign and the president of Repairers of the Breach, said in a December 7th statement, "This is a reconstruction and restoration agenda that can transform and repair the lives of Black, white, brown, indigenous, Asians, unemployed, essential, and disabled, young, old, urban," so I guess everybody on the list, right? These policy priorities for the first 100 days lift from the bottom and take seriously the cost of inequality. Economic Policy Institute Research Director Josh Bevins, also call for the new administration to focus on economic policy that supports what some consider the country's moral obligation. Shortly before the election, Bevins co-authored a blog post with the leaders of the Poor People Campaign, writing, "There are discrete, ambitious policy changes that could happen quickly, and we would be transformative, especially for 140 million poor and low-income people who are facing multiple pandemics even before COVID-19. In a September 2020 speech, Biden recalled the economic challenges his family experienced and committed to restore dignity to the poor. Well, we'll see what he does. We are going to talk about our obligations to one another and how
the Willow product is designed to fit like your regular underwear. So unlike other incontinence underwear,
how we benefit when we help one another, Biden told attendees of the Poor People's Campaign. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, there are so many people that are feeling the pain of what's going on. And the way that Congress and the Senate works, they can throw this country even in a lower state. Now, just think, unemployment is going to get an additional $300 a week, but that's only for 11 weeks. So now you got two parties that can't get along, can't come to a decision, let everything draw out for months and months on end as people are out here getting evicted. They don't have any money to buy food. The food lines in the country are backing up miles and miles. And I feel bad for a lot of people that have to depend on these these clownish politicians to even get money in the first place. It is ridiculous. So if they don't agree on something in 11 weeks, that's going to be devastating for a lot of people that are collecting unemployment. So we shall see what happens. Look, they're saying that the average person has been out of work 6 months or longer. And now we're in their new year, 2021, and it's just looking so dire right now, especially with the surge. And look, we haven't even gotten around to the Christmas and New Year surge that's going to happen probably in the next week or so, on top of what we're dealing with now. So, man, everybody stay prayed up, and just make sure if you got family members that are facing homelessness or they're having food issues, hopefully everybody can come together and help each other, because that's what it's going to take. As you can see, you cannot depend on the U.S. government. You absolutely can't. It took them from April to January to even give you stimulus money, and look how ridiculously low that money is after waiting all of this time. That money needs to be ongoing until this pandemic dies out. Giving money once every several months, that is not going to work for anyone, especially if you are no longer gainfully employed. But y'all, please tell me what you think. They're undercounting how many people in this country are going through poverty. Not surprised. They are horrible with numbers. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Thanks.